What's going on, guys? It's Genesis Rally, the podcast, episode 5. I'm going to get this wrong every time, Nick.
Yep, episode 5.
Episode 5, Cinco. What'd you say?
I said the Cinco.
The Cinco. So yesterday was awesome. I say yesterday because today is Sunday. Yesterday, the second Saturday of the month, and in Northeast Florida, that means one thing, and that's cars and coffee. And it was awesome. There had to be 200 to 300 cars out there, and people were fired up, man, about the rally. We had a lot of people coming up to us when they saw the car, asking about it. Is there still space? Can we be part of it? We were walking around talking to people. We saw some badass cars, Vipers lined up, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, all sorts of stuff out there. You had your muscle cars. You had your old classics. It was awesome, and we met a lot of cool people too. That being said, had a pretty good pop yesterday morning of people signing up. Nick and I are out there, and the phone was just going off as people were registering and slots were getting filled. And then it kind of died in the day, Nick, that afternoon. But then all of a sudden, it was like flashbacks to high school, and you're cramming the night before an exam because all of a sudden here it came again. People just started registering and filling those slots before the deadline of midnight. And we woke up this morning and we learned that we actually had room for, what was it, 3 more?
Yeah,
we had room for 3 more. So Nick told me that he kept it open, and we were going to try to get those slots filled, and we'll see what happens. It's the first 3 to jump in, or midnight tonight, whichever comes first. So that was really cool. Something else happened yesterday, Nick. It was historic.
What's that?
Pete and Drake.
They met face to face. So for those of you who have been listening to the podcast, you know that we interviewed Drake, who's Team 100 Shot, and he basically put the challenge out. Hey, run me if you see me. And Pete, who has a Mustang, said he
Cobra
literally called you, John, at like 9:30 at night one night.
Yeah.
And gave you all kinds of hell about why should I be scared of Drake.
But what's funny about that is we don't even know how many people listen to this thing yet.
You're right.
Yeah. And all of a sudden we talk about it, and it was like an hour or 2 hours after we had put the podcast up, and the phone rings, and he's like, I got to worry about this guy. And it caught me off guard, and it was funny, but I was like, holy crap, people are listening to us.
Right. Right. So, Pete, he hit you up while we were at Cars and Coffee, and Drake was there with us, and it was like, well, time to go meet Pete. So you guys went over and met Pete. Now I stayed back at the Genesis Rally car, so if anyone had any questions, someone was there to answer them.
Yeah.
What was the initial moment where they walked up face to face?
Okay, so Pete called me again, and I was like, hey, man, I'll head that way. And he didn't know Drake was there at the time. So Drake and then Kevin was on the podcast the other night from Team Jam. They were with me. And so we started walking, and they just started following me. And so I see Pete, and he's like, all excited. He's like, yeah, what's going on, John? Yeah, I'm going to register today. Let's do it. Can't wait to do the boomerang, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Pete, I got a surprise for you, man. And he's like, yeah, what's that? And I pointed, and I was like, there's Drake right there. And I don't remember what he said word for word, but it was something to the effect of, have you put that bullshit car on a dyno yet? I want to see the numbers. It was something to the effect of that. And Kevin and I just started falling all over ourselves laughing. And they were friendly. It's all friendly competition, and that's what was so awesome about it. In fact, from that moment, Nick, Drake and Pete walked all of Cars and Coffee in front of them all, 200-300 cars, and those guys talked for 20-30 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
and then Pete, I was still over at the car, at the Genesis Rally car, and you were out talking to some people, and all of a sudden this guy walks up and he says, hey, are you Nick? And I said, yeah, and he's like, hey, I'm Pete. And he said, he talked to me, a couple of people that were in Jam for probably a good 20 or 30 minutes. Pete's a cool dude. He's got some great stories. He's had some awesome cars.
Yeah.
He's pumped, and we're pumped to have him on the rally. It's going to be great.
You know what? This is what it's all about. This is what it is all about. I mean, it started as a joke, it turned into shit talking, and then it turned into something special because these guys have never met before. Their cars couldn't be further apart on the end of the spectrum, and these guys are far apart in age by, I'm going to say, 30 to 40 years, and they're just hitting it off. And that's what Genesis Rally is, and that's what it's all about. It's about guys getting together, girls getting together with one thing in common, and that's their passion for cars. And it's awesome to see people responding to this, reacting to this, and enjoying it as much as you and I are already enjoying it.
Yeah, it was really kind of cool. It was rewarding on a personal level, but also exciting on a personal level because we're there at Cars and Coffee, and there were probably a dozen of the people that are going on the rally were at Cars and Coffee. Yeah. And some of them came up in groups, some of them came up individually, but we talked to a lot of people, and they were pumped. And you and I are really excited just because this is going to be such an awesome experience.
Yeah.
But to see how excited these guys are and gals, and how now they're communicating and talking, and they're in different car clubs and they've never met before, but now they're all friends, and it's really awesome. Like it's really, really cool.
What was cool to me, a lot of these guys, they roll in the same car club or they've met before, but a lot of them don't know who the next one is. They don't know each other. Right. So some people know each other and they're like, oh, like you're going to do it too. This is awesome. And the people that don't know, that they've never met before, it's like you hear the saying, like putting names to faces.
Yeah.
They're putting drivers to cars because all they've seen are the cars posted on the website and on social media, and now they're getting to meet the drivers, and everyone's just getting along, and it's awesome. That being said, yesterday was Cars and Coffee. You and I and everyone else that's doing this all woke up today and were able to do something. We were able to say something finally.
It's rally week.
It's fucking rally week, dude. It's fucking rally week.
So you put up a picture on Facebook of saying like it's rally week, and other people are now posting pictures of their cars saying like, holy crap, is it Saturday yet? When can we do this?
Yeah.
This time is dragging on. We got to go.
Dude, it is awesome. It is so awesome. Everyone's pumped about this, man. And this week, I don't know about y'all. Maybe it's going to drag on for you guys. It's going to fly for me because we got to get these rally kits buttoned up.
Yeah, we've got the rally kits generally done. There's a couple of things that we added, some late sponsors, some things that we needed to wait for quantity wise to print and to get cut up and stuff. So there's still a fair amount of work that needs to be done on that front. Logistically, you and I have spent. It's 8:40 at night right now. We're recording this on a Sunday night, and this is early for us. Normally, we're doing work until 11 or 12 at night. So, that's not going to slow down this week at all. We know that this is going to be a lot of work, but we have to do it right for you guys and for us. I mean, we're participants on this thing as well.
It's starting to feel realer and realer.
Yeah. So there's a lot of work to be done, but it's worth it. And man, we are so excited to do it.
Yeah. Finishing touches going on the rally kits. And then also, I don't know, Nick, an hour or two ago, the letter went out?
Yep, we sent the email, the welcome letter to everyone who's officially registered. One side note to that, if you're registered and you have a passenger, and when signing up you did not give us that passenger email, they didn't get the email, so you need to make sure they get it. But all the cars that are registered now have the welcome email with the welcome letter, and they've got some basic detail that'll get them to where they need to go to get their rally kits. And if you are registered and for some reason you didn't get that, which I double checked the list like 15 times, hit us up, genesisrally@gmail, and we'll make sure you get it.
Yep. And Nick and I were talking, and again, it's to his point, it's simple instructions. What time, what location are you showing up for the first stop? That's all you need to know. Once you get there, you'll get all your other instructions. You'll get your rally kit. You'll get everything you need to get the rally going and start the day. But one minor note that could be a major note if you're not paying attention. Make sure your car is rally ready. Like me right now, 8:40 on a Sunday night sitting in my office, I'm rally ready. I'm freaking pumped. I'm stoked. But make sure your car is rally ready. Just no surprises, We're not talking about take it to the shop and get it retuned or anything. Just the basics, man. Make sure you got your oil, make sure your brakes are good and all that. That way no one's getting left behind and there's no mishaps going there or coming back. So rally ready means showing up to the starting line at Pussers with your car on F, not on E. All the gas, just top it off before you pull in. Your first one and only chance to get gas on the rally is once you get down to Daytona. That's probably the most important thing that went out in that welcome letter this afternoon.
Right.
And the most important thing.
And don't think, I got a quarter tank, I'll be good just to get down to Daytona, because it's like 85 miles. And depending on your type of car and how you drive it to Daytona, again, follow all the posted traffic signs. But we're all adults, so depending on how you drive to get down there, I mean, look, it's not illegal to stop and get gas anywhere, but just know that nobody is going to wait up for you to get gas. If we leave Pussers and the first thing you do is go get gas, you're going to be 5 to 8 minutes behind everybody else because we're not stopping. So as a group, anyone who needs gas, we're going to get off in Daytona. There are 3 gas stations in between the exit ramp from 95 to the Daytona International Speedway. We're going to hit up the first one, which is a Speedway gas station. But if it's really busy, just keep moving and find the next gas station, because the itinerary is tight. We got a lot of stuff packed in. Yeah, it's a 10-hour day, but we don't have a lot of time in between, so we got to make sure we're staying on schedule. So the show goes on whether you're ready or not. So make sure you're ready.
Yeah, well, that's it. So again, Cars and Coffee was awesome. It was like a sprint to the finish with people registering. Yesterday, I had some really cool cars jump in. Last night, got a BMW. Okay, so we had a couple firsts yesterday. We didn't even talk about that. So when Pete registered and signed up, he broke the ice for all the Mustangs out there. We finally got a Mustang in after all that shit talking, Nick. We got us a Mustang.
Yep, and it's a badass one too.
Oh yeah.
So, and quick note on that: when he came over and was talking to me, he's like, "Yeah, I'm still the only Mustang, I guess, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the deal is." I said, "They're all over the place, but they don't want to register." He's like, "A bunch of cheap asses." So he's hating on the other Mustangs a little bit, calling them out for not registering for this. But so we got our first Mustang and Pete, and it's a cool one.
Yep. And then last night, super late, Team AM gone in 60. It started out with one AMG and now has a BMW M6 as a co-pilot on that one. So we have 3 teams with multiple cars right now, and that's awesome. So you had Crocker Dock. We've talked plenty about Crocker Dock. We've talked about Jam. Jam added car number 6 last night before registration closed.
Yeah.
And now you got AM gone in 60, and they're rolling 2 cars deep right now. And we've made the reference before, but all sorts of cars, everything from the Dart to the Ram to the Viper, with the BMW, the AMG, the Vet, just a lot of cool shit.
Now we have a Fiat as well.
The Fiat now, yeah, the Fiat 500.
Here's the thing about the Fiat 500. So Marty is a member of Jam, and he's got the Fiat that he's bringing, and he is kicking himself because he's got a Viper truck.
Yeah, but
he did some damage to the motor.
Yeah, SRT10. In fact, that's how the Fiat came into play. I don't know if you knew that, Nick.
Yeah,
he's got the Viper truck, and he's got something going on with the engine, and it's going to need some serious repairs. And he got the Fiat to use while his truck is getting repaired, and fell in love with the damn Fiat and started just throwing parts and upgrades at it. And so now he's got this little Fiat 500 that he zips around town in, and he jumped in the rally with that. So it's going to be awesome.
Dude, and I'll tell you what. Now, look, there are a lot of cars with a lot of horsepower, but not many will be as fun as the Fiat to drive on the infield course.
Yeah.
That little thing, dude, is going to be hugging corners. It's like driving a go-kart. It's going to be awesome. He's gonna have a freaking blast in that thing, but he will be bringing out the Viper truck. He already said when the Viper truck is ready to go, I'll be bringing it out at the next rally. So
yeah, and speaking of the next rally, holy crap, Saturday night, bombarded with questions. And in fact, Saturday morning too, but Saturday night just hit hard with a lot of questions from people. What's the next one? Where are we going? What are we doing? And all that. It's coming.
Yep. We're already planning. Before the first one's even done, we're already starting the second one. So just, make sure you continue to follow the Facebook and the Instagram and bookmark genesisrally.com, because all the information, just like this rally, all the info is going to be up for the next one coming up pretty soon here. So just make sure you're following us so you're always up on what we're doing.
Yep. So that's it, guys. Saturday was bitching at Cars and Coffee. Saturday night was a mad rush before registration closed. Sunday, woke up, found out we got room and slots for 3 more teams. That's coming down at midnight tonight, and it is fucking rally week, man, and we're excited about it. So we're probably going to be dropping another podcast, Nick, tomorrow or early on Tuesday, because we should have some news again. It's freaking rally week. We're down to the wire here, but we're still adding crap into the rally kits for these guys. So it's going to be awesome. That's why,
and look, you and I, John, we're both consumers of a lot of things, and we want to feel like we're getting good value. And, I've said it before, I'll say it again, renting the track is very expensive, so you're already getting a good value. But the fact that these rally kits are worth $200 as it stands is incredible. Not to mention what you're alluding to is we're still working on adding more sponsors, even though registration's closed. We're trying to make it more valuable for you, and just so you have an awesome experience all around. So we're still trying to add stuff. We're going to be doing that really up until the last day.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Keep following the Facebook page, Instagram, and stay on top of the website. We hope you guys are liking these podcasts that we've been doing, and we kind of bounced an idea around, and we'll see. But talked about this week, just starting getting some teams on here on the podcast and seeing what they got to say to one another and what they're looking forward to and everything. But again, definitely keep an eye out. Monday night or early Tuesday, we should have another one dropping with hopefully another surprise for you guys for the Speedway Boomerang 6 days.